I would accept the responsibility, but only if my teammates want me to. Like, I mean, if they're happy with me as a captain, I'd be glad to be captain. So he was already thinking about the team rather than thinking about himself, which is what captains do.
Bruce, were there specific guys you sought out for that?
Just certain. I just talked to some guys.
Mike Knuble took 2 bad penalties there. I know you warned the guys about the penalties.
In between, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, do you feel like you maybe dodged a little bit that they scored on 1? But
they made it look easy on the first one, you know, and then I think we buckled down pretty good in the second one. But you know, they got a great power play, and the one thing the way the game was going, I told them in between periods that the only way that they could win is on the power play if we play the way we're playing. And when we knew we were going to get penalties because we had already gotten a couple calls, so you knew that it gets evened up in the end. So I think we did dodge a bullet, and then Semin scored that 4-2 goal. You know, made you breathe a lot easier.
Bruce, obviously from here, but they offered Ovi the captaincy 3 years ago. You know, and do you think he's able, during the last 3 or 4 seasons, he's been able to progress to this point, maybe without the burden of the season?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely matured, you know. I mean, you know, so I mean, I don't think 3 years ago, Alex, one of the great things about him is he's smart enough to know when not to take it and when to take it. And Chris Clark was a great captain. Let's not, you know, I mean, it wasn't like there was nobody as a captain. And I didn't hear that story. I didn't know he was offered it.
If you can compare Clark's style or influence on his team, and what do you think Ovi's impact would be as a captain?
Well, I think it's totally different. Clark was he was an organizer, you know, and his wife took care of the wives. If there was a problem, he took care of it. He took care of the room, everything else. Ovi's taking care of the ice. Like, I mean, you know, and that's what Ovi's going to do. And you know, we'll have another player and another player's wife that'll take care of the wife functions and you know, the organization as far as get-togethers and doing the right thing for, you know, right causes. Because I can't picture Alex getting on the phone and saying, okay, listen, we all got to be at dinner at this person's house tonight. It just isn't going to happen.
For another strong performance. He wasn't tested often early.
Well, he made a great save at the end of the first period. You know, I mean, it didn't look like much, but it was a great save, and we'll work on his clearings tomorrow because that wasn't very good. But he played great. He made some great saves. I think,
second game in a row, you guys really tightened up in front of it.
Well, you know, I mean, we went 10 games with only 20 goals scored against us, and we had 2 bad games, and we're back to 2-2, which is, I think, more our norm than the 6 and the 5 that went in against us. So it's I mean, we held them to single, you know, I mean, to under 20 shots for the longest time near the end when they put a push on. I think I don't know what they ended up, but 23 or 24 or something. But it was a good defensive effort by everybody.
Just knowing Ovi's relationship with Semin, do you think Ovi being captain can have any kind of more a better impact on his game every night?
No, they're together all day, every day. So, I mean, if he doesn't have any impact, I don't think the C is going to make much of a difference. But he's already, you know, I mean, they talk all the time. And Alex, you know, I mean, I think he was one of the guys that, you know, knew that Alex was the captain, Ovi was the captain, and he went out and showed that how hard he played for him tonight.